Alright, Roach class. For those of you that are new to Floyd's or afraid of Floyd's because of tuning, I'm gonna go through and have you guys go through the process with me of retuning my Jackson soloist here. This is the Pro model. It has the Seymour Duncan Super Distortion, or regular distortions. I'm thinking of the Marzio Super Distortions. And a Floyd Rose 1000. So we're gonna go through and show you guys how I go through this. I'm gonna grab the string height real quick as well. Whew. 60, 50. It's fucking low as shit. If I remember correctly, that's the low as it can fucking go. Has a little bit of buzz, so we can give it a little bit of relief, give it a bit more action. So obviously, if you're like me and forgetful as shit, keep these. These are really fucking useful. Can't tell you how many times I've lost one for truss rod and I've needed it, so I had to go to my shop. But also these come in handy as well. We're just going to loosen the nut. So we're going to go this way. I have them on pretty fucking tight, no clue why. We're gonna loosen these up. So over time, obviously humidity will get into, it's gonna get pretty fucking humid here pretty soon, at least in Erie. We just had snow the other day, and now it's just like fucking 50s, 60s, 70s. It's crazy. So obviously that weather change is gonna mess around with your neck a little bit. That's where your truss rod comes in. Go ahead. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's how I've always remembered it. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. So loosen it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of relief. I want to give it a bit of relief. And that string height up a little bit and prevent it from buzzing. Actually, no way. Is that at 50? That's probably fucking what. We could go at the bridge and adjust it there. But go 15th fret in the first fret. I'm just gonna go over to the 6th fret here with my pinky. So we're gonna give it a bit of relief. So we're going to lefty loosey. Always use the one for the bridge and the nut instead. That wouldn't have been good, eh? I'm just gonna loosen it, give it a bit of relief. There we go. There we go. Action went from 50 to 60, 65. I'm using the Dunlop string action gauge. So if it'll focus here, we gotta. So you want your guitar roughly around 70 for the low E, 60 for the high E. Just about. If you can go lower without any string buzz, you're golden. Just saying. That's what I love about these. These can get pretty fucking low. So we went from 50 on the high E to a 60. And on the low E, we went from a 50 to a 60 as well. So we're just going to raise the bridge on the bass end up a little bit, not too much. This is my full setup guide, basically. Anyways, tuning. I know there's a lot of you out there that want to get into Floyd's and play them, and you're scared as shit just because of the tuning. I'm going to let you know now it's not as scary as you think. So we're just gonna open up the back cavity of my Jackson here. I have all my tools right next to me on my desk that I need for tuning Floyds. We're giving myself a good sit up here. So there we go. I try to keep them in order. It's only up to you if you want to. It don't fucking matter. If it's an older guitar, you don't want to strip out those holes, go for it. That's what I've heard with the older Strats from like the 60s, 70s. You wanna keep that originality. You don't wanna put any dowels in and re-drill holes. Even if you are one of the best luthiers, it can be slightly noticeable if you're trained. But to the everyday person, it probably won't look nothing different. So, I don't know. Grab this. Let's go in, try to pop it up. There we go. Popped it up. Back plate off, right? I have it set up like this. A lot of people have it set it up where it's just 3 in line, like 3 straight down. It doesn't matter. Really, in my opinion, it doesn't matter at least. So, we're gonna go from D430, and I'm gonna bring it up to D440. That, or I could go E flat 440 or 435 plus 40 cents, give or take, to get that live Pantera sound. But so right now it's C sharp 4 and plus 35, give or take, 440 hertz. So we want to bring that up. So we're gonna be tuning, just how you tune a regular guitar. You're gonna step tune. So you're gonna go D, get it to right where you need it to be. I'm gonna back off these fine tuners a bit as well. It's all personal preference how you do this. Me, it don't matter. So we're gonna go up to D. So that's F, so we're bringing that up to G. There you go. I'm using bias effects as well, so you guys get the lowdown. It's gonna go flat. It's gonna keep going flat, and that's gonna mess with the spring tension as you're tuning. So you're gonna keep step tuning. G, D. We're gonna turn that up to C. Hell yeah, plus 5 cents, give or take. Oh well, don't matter. Because that D went down by 20 cents. I'm gonna bring it up. G went down 20 cents as well. Same process, rinse and repeat until you're done. I'll bring that up to F. This is just gonna be straight raw footage. It don't matter. We're already at 9 minutes. And then we're gonna go from G sharp to A. That's a big leap. It went from G sharp minus 50 from 440. It's crazy. And already you can slightly see it's gonna be hard for me to grab an angle on it, but bash my fucking head so good. See how the bridge is starting to go upwards a little bit? Or it's just slightly peeking over. Might not look like it, but it's really noticeable in person. Compared to my camera, hard to really grab it. Let's bring that up. You're gonna want to adjust it at the back in the claw, in the back cavity. And I'll show you guys that in a second here, because it's just gonna be the same process. You're gonna either tighten it or loosen it. In this case, I'm gonna want to tighten it. If it was backed like this, instead of being straight, so instead of it being straight like this, I'm gonna have it on my black shirt. It could either go like this if you're going down a whole step, going down 2 steps, whatever. It can go back like this. So you're gonna want to loosen the strings, and that'll drop the tuning even more. So you're gonna bring that tuning back up to whatever tuning it is. So you want to go from D to C. It's gonna go down. And you're gonna loosen the springs, tune it up. It'll drop from C to whatever. Bring it up until it's just flush with the body. But if you're going from, let's say, C to D, it's gonna bring the bridge from like flush. It'll bring it up like this, if that makes. It probably won't look like a 90-degree, fucking 45-degree angle, whatever. But it will bring the bridge up. So you're gonna want to tighten the springs, bring it down, and it'll go up in pitch. So you're gonna want to keep bringing it back down until it's just right. It's really hard. A lot of people have a hard time with it because it quote unquote takes forever, and that's because you're just going tune, 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 and you're not step tuning. You're gonna want to step tune. That's the key to this. You're going to have to step tune all the way, every time. Some people can do it 20 minutes. Some people will take 30, 40 if they want to get extra precise and they want everything to be just right. Me, as long as it's in the ballpark and it sounds good, it's good. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you're sharp or short or flat, like a couple cents. You're just gonna keep tuning it. It don't matter. As long as you're not sharp or flat by like 30, that's when I'd start to worry. Because you're gonna want to lock it at the nut here as well, which will does the same thing at the nut as doing this. And it will add pitch to it. I'm gonna stay within that 5 to 10 range where I'm just flat or short. So if I go flat by 15 cents, I'm gonna round it up. I'm gonna back it up towards 10 if I'm flat. If I'm sharp, it don't matter, but C, F, A. That's all the way at C. Holy shit. I went down a whole step. Okay. It'll probably be more noticeable as you start tuning that the bridge starts coming up and up and up. If you're going up a whole step, if you're going down, it'll start going back down. It's really noticeable, but we're going in this minute by minute, second by second. It's full tutorial, baby. All raw footage. It's like those extra scenes in porno you want to see, but you can't. Because you don't have fucking premium, and they want you to buy premium. Don't have to sit here in silence the whole time. I could add some music to it. I've been on a huge death and children of boredom grind recently. So let's do that. It's coming straight out my monitor headphones. You need to take a break, it don't matter, baby. It's all about time. It's all time that you put into it, and it don't matter. As long as you're getting it right. You're gonna have to do the same process once you tighten or loosen the springs in the back. So I might as well show you that. So obviously you have the two screws in the back here. You're gonna want a lefty loosey, righty tighty, same thing. So righty tighty to bring the bridge. If it's tilted up like this, you're gonna tighten it to bring it back. If it's loose, you're gonna want to loosen the springs to go back. Two. Video mic would take down with the music, Facebook and stuff with that one. If y'all want to hear some bitch and riffs, man, Alexi Layla. little bit of Marty Freeman solo stuff, why not? It's not quite flat or flush with the body, so I'm gonna give it one slight little turn. You're not gonna want your hand on the bridge. You've probably seen that before, because it will mess with the pitch. Me just resting my hand on the bridge brought the D string up to 20 cents. So, don't want to do that. And that's just almost flush. So I still gotta slightly. Some minor tweak there. very slight, very slight. I think it's only on the high, or on the base side. Yeah, slightly on the base side. That's perfect. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock down the nut first. I've had problems with Floyd special nuts in general in the past, where it has actually stripped out the actual screws on the little screws here. So I had to buy a whole new replacement set. But at that time, I was just like, you know what, fuck it, let me get a whole new nut instead. So at that point, I think it would be better. It probably was from somebody overturning me. I don't know who. Could have been anyone. But tightening down pretty nice and tight. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, whichever way you want to say it. I'd also make sure the screws at the bridge end are tight enough. I could fit it in. That's what she said. I hit myself. Tight enough, tight enough. Tight enough. Tight enough. Tight enough. Tight enough. Alright. So now we're just gonna tune with the fine tuners at the end of the bridge. Same process. you go. And you're that's the process of tuning your Floyd, making sure you're maintaining it. That's how I've always set up my guitars. We're gonna take a look at the action as well here. 70, 60, 60, 60, 70, 70, 70. Just that right sweet spot too. That's how it goes, Roach class. Hope y'all have a good fucking Easter. Get your fucking pool.